There we go. Now it's working. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good morning, good brunch hour. We're going to go ahead and get our angel number, our devotion, all that jazz out the way. I hope you guys had a good night rest. I hope you woke up giving gratitude this morning here. Okay. All right. So our angel number this morning is 613. Honesty with yourself is necessary for your expansion. It's important to check in with yourself and stop avoiding anything you have been putting off with regards to your wellness and self-care. Okay. I don't know if anybody else woke up to the BS here, but the devil is definitely moving on this morning, bruh. The karmic energy know that their time is running out. You hear me? They know that the shift is here now. The shift that we've been praying for, waiting on. Okay. We've been doing what we could, and what we can't do, we've been leaving it to the Most High, to our ancestors at the end of the day. And we definitely starting to see the movement going on here. Okay. So it's very important for you guys not to be putting stuff off. If you need to say something to somebody, say what you need to say. If you've been holding on to a situation, let's just say 10 years, 20 years, you've been kind of, keeping it together. But when the opportunity comes in for you to speak your voice, okay, throat chakra activation, when you're able to voice your opinion or say what's been on your heart, what's been on your mind, you need to do that. Whatever situation that you've been avoiding, at the end of the day, you need to stop doing it, okay? That's what I'm getting here for the Saturday situation here, okay? Learn how to be honest with yourself, because it's necessary for you to have this expansion in your life, collective. You don't want to be stuck with the karmics, bro. I'm encourage you to do the work this morning, okay? You don't want to be stuck with the karmic energy. I'm telling you, it's getting out of hand, okay? It's important for you to check in with yourself and stop avoiding anything you have been putting off with regard to your wellness and your self-care. So if you know you've been wanting to get up and get on that treadmill, go take a walk, the weather's breaking, okay? We're not too far from spring here, all right? We're going to have a lot of rain, but on the rain days off, you get out and do what you need to do. But make sure you're taking care of yourself here, collective, because you got a lot of energies that are trying to attack your crown chakra. You're going through your spiritual awakening at the end of the day here. And so you're starting to see things for exactly what they are and not what you want them to be. And not only are you waking up, you got people around you that is awakening to what's been going on for years. Okay. So that is our angel number 613 here. We're going to move on. So today's the last day of the month, bruh. The last day of the month. This month went by super fast here. And then we're stuck with Mercury retrograde. I don't know how many accidents I seen yesterday, y'all. I at least seen 3 accidents. Yes. I was like, what is going on? Like, it just was so crazy. Like, so much was just happening. People were just moving around. Then the weather was nice yesterday. So a lot of people was getting out. It was just a lot of traffic. It was just, I don't know. It was crazy yesterday. But anywho, it says your body, God's temple. I like it. It says, don't you know that you are God's sanctuary and that the Spirit of God lives in you? 1 Corinthians 3:16. Are you shaping up or spreading out? Do you eat sensibly and exercise regularly, or do you spend most of your time on the couch with a Twinkie? Not a Twinkie. With a Twinkie in one hand and a clicker in the other. Are you choosing to treat your body like a temple or a trash heap? Okay. How you answer these questions will help determine how long you live and how well you live. Physical fitness is a choice, a choice that requires discipline. We've been talking about this discipline thing for a minute now. So I don't know how many of y'all in here, but it seemed like y'all need to tap into that discipline energy, okay? Learning how to discipline yourself, because you're going to need it as a tool while you're on your spiritual journey, while you're going through your awakening here, okay? It says it is simple as that, okay? Requires discipline. So do yourself this favor. Treat your body like a one of a kind gift from God, because that's preciously what your body is. It is important to set goals, because if you do not have a plan, a goal, a direction, a purpose, and a focus, you are not going to accomplish anything for the glory of God here. Wow. You were created to add to life on earth, not just take from it, okay? A timely tip, Fitness 101. Simply put, it's up to you to assume the ultimate responsibility for your health. So if you're fighting the battle of the bulging waistline, that is, don't waste your time blaming the fast food industry or anybody else for that matter. It's your body, and it's your responsibility to take care of it, okay? So make sure y'all taking care of yourself here, collective, okay? Because March the 1st here, it talks about finding fulfillment here. We're going to talk about that on tomorrow, okay? So that is our once a day, every day here, okay, for the ladies and the gents here. All right, so I want to get the word for today here. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you don't mind sharing the live, thank you for sharing the live here. I think I do have some live goals up there. Make sure you grab your daily heart needs, okay? So we're going to read Psalms 91 here. It says, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadows of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely he will save you from the foul snares and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrows that fly by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys a midday. All right. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your tent, for he will command his angels concerning you. Come on, come through, Spirit. To guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lions and the cobras. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him, and with long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. I love Psalms 91, bro. This has been my go-to forever, okay? And like I said this morning, it seemed like the karmic energy was like on the rampage, okay? I'm dealing with still closing out cycles just like the rest of y'all, okay? Just because I'm a tarot reader, just because I'm on here, don't mean that I don't go through shit either, okay? The shit that I go through, I'm able to come back and tell my testimony and see who else resonate with that shit, okay? So granted, there's a situation where it was a karmic energy that I was dealing with for many, many years, okay? And the cycle is now closing out. I was able to break free. And I started talking about it yesterday when I did a 10-minute short. Okay. So the karmic energy was like trying to control my life at the end of the day, and everything that's attached to me. You understand? So now that I'm calling back my power, okay, at the end of the day, it's not easy, all right? The devil just not going to give you back your power, and then that's that on that. You're going to have to fight for it, okay? So it's been this spiritual battle going on. So the energy tried to approach me this morning, okay, by a phone call. So I got up this morning. I felt guided to go work out. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny how the devotion ties into like my day. Okay. At the end of the day, I'm like, okay, spirit, we being guided here. So I work out, do my little thing. So my son is coming down. My oldest, he's the one that graduated college. So he's coming down and we working out things. We gonna go eat some lobsters. Okay. Go celebrate some shit. Okay. So anyway, that's happening. So the energy try to come in and it's kind of like trying to come in to steal my joy. You understand? Whenever you're happy, whenever your things are running smooth, whenever you are in the flow of things, in the thick of things here, if I can put it that way, the enemy always tries to come back around. And due to the fact that we are in Mercury retrograde, the things that you have suppressed within yourself is now coming back around so that you can approach it and address it. So you know how we talk about divine timing? Well, divine timing is happening in a lot of our lives at this time. A lot of us are being forced to make decisions and, you know, we don't want to. We want to avoid it, but we can't avoid it anymore. It's time to stop running and face your fears at the end of the day. So I've been holding this conversation in for about 20 years, okay? And I've been wanting to kind of voice how I felt about the situation for so long, but this energy was more powerful at the time before I awakened. You understand? So now that I have awakened to who I am, okay, I'm 42 years old, so it didn't happen overnight, collective. At the end of the day, it did not happen overnight. I had to work just as hard, okay, to get where I am on today. And I'll be damned if I allow the devil to come in and try to get me to go backwards, if that makes any sense here. So I feel like I'm at a good time in my life. I'm in my 40s. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. At the end of the day, to God be the glory, okay? I don't look like nothing that I have been through, okay? And Mercury retrograde is here, and I guess it's time for me to speak my truth here. You understand? A lot of people, they want to judge a book by its cover. They never know what people are going through at the end of the day. They want to judge and they want to say, oh, they're doing this to get this and do it. But they don't know, okay? Whoever you are, you're now stepping into what you've been called to do. You're now living the life that you've been created to live because you're creating it. You're manifesting it. You had to separate from your family. You know what I'm saying? That's not easy to separate from your blood. You feel me? It's like for you to be able to separate from your family, friends, whatever, a lot of toxic energies. People are amazed with you because they never thought that you would get to the point that you at in your life at the end of the day. And now that you're getting there, everybody's in amaze because they never saw that playing out in your life, if that makes any sense here. So I was faced with the karmic energy on this morning. And so before I knew it, I kind of had an idea it was going to be messy because this individual, that's all they do is carry mess. They don't carry nothing positive at the end of the day. So granted, they said what they said and I said what I said. So the conversation, I'm like, hello, I call back and they like, yeah. You know, they trying to act like, hey, how are you? You know how people are collective. Okay. And so I'm like, you know, let's get to the point. What's going on at the end of the day? So they like, oh, you know, do you know this is happening? That is happening. I'm like, yeah, I know that's happening at the end of the day. They was like, well, I'm not trying to meddle, but well, you are meddling. Instead of me just saying, well, oh, nah, you okay. I'm like, nah, you are meddling at the end of the day. You feel me? All this suppressing and not speaking up and standing up for yourself, collective, is out the window. These karmic energies can no longer run rampant, okay? Not in your life, hopefully not, and not in my life, okay? I had enough of the karmic energy. I want to know what it's like to enjoy this beautiful energy from the divine. You understand? I don't want to just be walking around saying, oh, I'm divine, or I want to have an experience that things are truly divine. And ever since I removed these energies out of my life been much better. Does that make any sense here? So I was able to shut this energy down, okay, before it went any further. You feel me? And so they was like, oh, just forgive me. I'm like, you cool, you good at the end of the day. But these karmic know that this control that they had is out the window, bruh. It's out the window. Trying to destiny swap, trying to siphon our energy, trying to steal from us. Oh, hell no. We done lived in hell on earth here. We're not trying to die to go to hell. We want to understand what is the glory. You know what I'm saying? I want to go from glory to glory. I want to go from rags to riches in my life at the end of the day. I already know what it's like to be in poverty. You understand? What is it like to definitely enjoy the wealth? You understand? And it's like, God, like, you got it, babe. Wealth is not always money. It's a wealth of peace, of joy, of happiness, having the things that money can't buy. People can have all the money in the world, collective, but at the end of the day, they're still not happy. I see people that got all this money on, and it's like, damn, they still not happy. You know, it's like you start to think, if I would have had that, I could do this and do that. But you're learning how to be content in the situation that you're in. You're realizing that your life is much better than what you give yourself credit for at the end of the day. It's like, wow. God is so good at the end of the day, collective. I don't know. I'm just on a rampant this morning, okay? I don't know who need to hear it. Okay, if it don't resonate with you, oh well. Okay, it ain't for you. It's for the one that needed to hear it at the end of the day. Just be encouraged here. Whatever you need to stand up to it, collective. Whatever you need to cut it off little by little, babe. All right? It's not going to happen overnight, but if you keep moving forward, I guarantee you, babe, things are going to work out for you at the end of the day. This is the Saturday situation here. We are confronting the karmic energies. All right? So moving forward here. I had a little rampant here. I don't know what that was all about. But eat the meat, spit out the bones here. Let's keep going here. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you don't mind sharing the live here. I thank you, love. I do have live goals at the top. If you're able to assist me with those, I would greatly appreciate that as well. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Thank you. Thank you. Grab your daily heart meets, collective. Okay. Let's get these little points here. I'm going to start with the energy. See what's going on with the energy here. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for the donut. I too. Thank you, love. Thank you for sharing the live here. Tell me what's going on here. Okay. Wow. Watch out. So you guys could be resting and rejuvenating here. We got the number 10. I feel like the wheel is turning in you guys' favor. I feel like you guys are now stepping into this energy where you realizing you ain't got to do too much. You ain't got to chase after nothing. Everything is now coming towards you because you are now in alignment for it, okay? It took you a minute to access certain codes and doors, okay, to get them to open in your life. And I feel like you're now there. You're unlocking a lot of things in your life. A lot of doors are opening up. A lot of doors are closing. And you're realizing that you have to close these doors. You got to confront it in order to move on to the next level, if I can put it that way. It's like a video game, for real, okay? But moving forward here. So some of you guys in the past was resting and rejuvenating. Yes. And look, adjacent possibilities. Whoever you are, you have a lot of doors that are opening, a lot of windows that are opening, a lot of new opportunities are coming in, and you're realizing that if you may want to hold on to the past, babe, but at the end of the day, what are you really holding on to? It's time to level up at the end of the day. You've been waiting this long. You've been waiting for it to be your time, and now it's your time. You're going to have to do the work. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to get in there, okay, and do that shadow work, you know. I was talking about it on yesterday or the day before. I went to the doctor and everything is kosher, okay? If it wasn't, I'll tell your ass like, nah, collective, y'all need to get y'all shit together. I'm struggling with this, struggling with that. You feel me? But to God be the glory, it was a good report, okay? So granted, now that you're working on your health here, because what they say, health is wealth or wealth is health, whatever, okay? You got to be healthy in order to accumulate this wealth out here. You understand? I'm also hearing the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. I'm also hearing that knowledge is power. The more you know, the better you're going to be off. The more you're going to be able to counteract this karmic energy that keeps trying to come in to stop and block the doors and the windows from opening up in your life here. I feel like you getting this rest and rejuvenating. I feel like it was good for you. You probably didn't want to get somewhere and sit down, but you needed to. You getting older now. Stop acting like you 22 out here, collective. Go ahead and get them naps in. Go take your nap. I feel like since I'm getting old, I take more naps now than I did back in the day, and them naps be good. Tell me what's going on here. I see why the old people like they naps. Man, watch out. Tell me what else is going on here, Divine Spirit. Yeah, exactly. You need a nap because you got people that want to be hostile with you, collective. You got to make sure you taking a nap so you can recharge your energy. While you taking a nap, while you're sleeping, at the end of the day, your body is healing from the inside out, okay? It's like people want to be hostile with you and they want to block you. This is in my block position. In the past, you was getting some type of rest and rejuvenating. Okay, you was getting a wheel to turn in your favor. And then with the adjacent possibilities, you had to learn these lessons, current energy, in order to move forward, okay, to the adjacent possibilities here. Now that you're arriving, you got some type of hostile energy that wants to come in to try to stop and block your forward movement. But at the end of the day, whoever you are, you strong here. I feel like these karmic energies did not realize that they were creating a beast within us. It's like we're starting to tap into this courage. We're starting to tap into this confidence that we never knew even existed. It's like, yeah, we read about it at the end of the day, but we never expected it to happen to us. Does that make sense here? Okay. So you got some type of karmic energy that wants to come in. Okay. Let's keep going here. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you have not shared the live, can you share the live here? Exactly. You had somebody who wanted to come in to try to bind you. All tied up energy. Okay. Somebody wanted to come in and have you all tied up here, collective. All right. On a Saturday morning. You like, what in the world is going on here? Okay. I feel like whoever you are here, collective, you done learned a lot of lessons with this Hierophant energy here, being all tied up. It's like you learn, I don't know, your hardest lessons, like when you hit rock bottom. It's like God couldn't get your attention. Your ancestors couldn't get your attention. You were too focused on all the wrong things. And it was not until you hit rock bottom, you started to realize some things about your life at the end of the day here. It's like you realized that being all tied up was really not a problem. I was also getting this download yesterday. I was driving and I heard a song about the black sheep. And it was saying like the black sheep, God loves us too at the end of the day. And it was like a Christian station I be listening to, but it's, it's country music. Okay. So it's always hitting home, So I was listening to it and I was like, wow, it's not so bad being the black sheep, because remember, we got the wolves in sheep clothing. They're the white sheep. You get what I'm saying? We were the black sheep in the midst of wolves in sheep clothing. And that talks about family, friends, lovers. So actually, at the end of the day, it's not so bad being the black sheep. A lot of times we would talk to people and be like, yeah, I'm the black sheep of the family. Like, yeah, I'm the black sheep of the family. I never fit in, But it was a reason why you didn't fit in, collective, is because whoever you are, you truly have been chosen to break these generational curses at the end of the day. It's like God looked at you and he knew that you were going to be the one, okay, to create this new legacy here. He knew that she was going to be the one strong enough at the end of the day to get the job done. Our ancestors before us, at the end of the day, they didn't really have the opportunities that we had. So to me, honestly, it's the best time to be living, because we're able to tap into all of this great energy. We're able to tap into the magic at the end of the day of the universe, which is a beautiful thing. It's amazing to be connected to the cosmos. It's amazing to be connected to the sun, the moon, the stars at the end of the day, where we can resonate more with a wind breeze, okay, versus somebody standing in our face actually talking to us at the end of the day. It's so crazy out here, okay? My energy is turned up at the end of the day here, okay? They wanted you to be all tied up, collective, but what you found out in your solitude, you discovered who you truly were. They thought they were doing something. They thought they were hindering you. But you was learning lessons. The lessons that you had to learn, you had to get still so that you can hear the voice of God at the end of the day. This is amazing energy here. Joy to personal healing and happiness here. You guys did the work here. And you moving forward now. The woman holding the heart. You had so many people around you trying to put illusions around you, okay? They wanted to put illusions around you. You always been the woman holding the heart here. You came here to master yourself. Thank you for that. Thank you, love. Butterfly dance. You always knew, collective, that things were going to work out for you at the end of the day. And now you have arrived. You have mastered something here. Wow. What's that? Yeah, look, deceit. Deceit. Thank you, love. Deceit. You're getting away from this energy. The temple path. A lot of you guys realizing that it's time to pivot. The path that you thought was best for you, you're realizing, this ain't working for me. And you got people that don't want you to level up. And they be the ones close to you. It's time to wake up. We got people in the community, bruh. They see your value is going up. They see that you're now really closing out cycles. And what they trying to do? Bring storms. They want to attack your crown chakra. They want to attack your intuition. But whoever you are, you've been very patient here. You let patience have its perfect work, okay? Come on now. It was times you want to retaliate, but at the end of the day, you held your peace. And you let the Most High and your ancestors and your angels fight your battles for you. Somebody wants to rush in to have you at a fork in the road, but you done already made a decision. You done already took the leap of faith here. This is somebody that's envious of you. They're dealing with a lot of anxiety here. We got a man holding a coin here with angel of balance, with angel of love, blossoming in abundance here. Balance is being restored back into your life here, collective. And you're receiving the downloads on that. A lot of you guys are now gaining your wings here. You're finally stepping out independently. Come on now. Breaking away from being codependent on people. And you got your angels to protect you. It's like you're now taking the mask off. Because some of y'all ready to be happy. And that's what I was saying when I got that phone call. I was like, man, listen, I done already let this go. Don't call me with this foolery. So let's keep going. Tell me about this energy here. Rest and rejuvenate. Yeah, we got strength here. I feel like, people been jealous of you, collector, ever since you was a child here, bruh. Okay? And this could be pertaining to a child as well. But we got the Strength card and we got the 5 of Candles here. I feel like you had people that definitely put you in the lion's den. I feel like you had people that put you in the lion's den. And it's like, even being in the lion's den, it's like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? You still shining in the darkness here. Joseph and his brothers. Y'all know the story. Okay, if you don't, go look it up. His brothers was jealous of him. So not only did you have like outside people, you know what I'm saying, trying to put you in the lion's den, you had your own family members doing this. All out of jealousy and envy. But with the Death card, what they didn't know, collective, is that you guys were going to go through a transformation. Wow. Yeah, we got the High Priestess. Yeah, Justice. You're getting justice here, collective. Because whoever you are, you're a peacemaker. And I feel like you pray a lot, okay? You could be somebody that prays a lot. We got Hannah, mother of faith here, with Abigail, the peacemaker. So whoever you are, it's like God answers your prayers. Wow, both of the cards say 1313. Thank you, love. Thank you for that star. Both of these cards say 1313, bro. Y'all might need to look up that angel number 1313 here. So you did your due diligence here, and yeah. Now doors are opening up for you. You went through your transformation. Some of you guys fully went through your transformation, and that's amazing. You getting justice here. What's these adjacent possibilities? Yeah. You guys are now coming back to yourself. Yes. And people are like crying and heartbroken because of this. That's what I'm saying. You would think people be happy that you're trying to get your life together. They're not. Yeah. Some of you guys had a retreat in silence here. All right. To get the downloads to figure out your next move. But I feel like you got it because you're meant to be great here. We got King David popping out. I have been with you wherever you have gone, and I have cut off all your enemies from before you. Now I will make your name great like the names of the greatest men on earth. You guys are realizing that God is about to make your name great. And a lot of these karmic energies are trying to hold on because they still trying to go. They can't go. Okay. Anybody know about David? David was very powerful. Everybody know David as, you know, cheating with Bathsheba, but he was a great man. He was known after God's own heart. Like the book of Psalms is most of David's writing. You understand? So it's like we can resonate with David. Hell, David slept with a married woman and then tried to have her husband killed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this ain't our first rodeo. Like our ancestors went through that shit. So we are the ones to break it. You understand? Yeah, we got the hermit energy here. John the Baptist here, at the end of the day, John the Baptist was eating what bees and honey? Like he was really eating it. People was looking at him all weird. I read something this morning and it was saying like, the more I heal and I pop back out or something like that, the weirder I get. You may notice the more you heal, the weirder you may become, okay? And that's outside people. People feel like when they isolating you or you're in hermit mode, they feel like you're not growing. They feel like you're stuck and stagnated until you pop out. And then when you pop out, they like, wow, I had no idea. Yeah, you didn't have no idea. Okay? Because you thought isolation was bad, but you didn't know that I really enjoy isolation at the end of the day. If that makes any sense here. Yeah, judgment. The judgment has already been called, that the doors are opening up for you, collective, that there's no more blockages here. I don't care who the enemy tries to use to try to hinder you, stop you, or block you. Whatever Saturday situation you dealing with, it will not be able to stop you and block you, love. You will overcome it. You release the past. 6 of Cups in reverse. You already released the past. So what are we doing here? Wow. Yeah, it's time to celebrate. 9 of Cups. Your wishes are coming true here. A lot of y'all stop running. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop running. Some of y'all stop running. Yeah. Esther saves the Jews. You're realizing that you've been called for such a time as this. Like, people are waiting on the sons of God, y'all. Like, you know how many people say God is not real, even though they see him working in our lives here? God is using us as examples that he's real. Because the magic that these people been sending is ancient magic. And we've been overcoming it. We've been overcoming the dark magic that they've been sending. And they trying to figure out how come. Because God is real, whether you want to believe it or not. So they want to come with hostility. You say God is so very real. Absolutely. Exactly. Look at this, y'all. Entering the promised land. They want to be hostile with you because now you stepping into the era where you're able to take care of business. You understand? You're able to spread your wings and fly here. You got people that want to be hostile with you because you're breaking free and you want to be independent. You don't want to depend on these people because all they want to do is keep you back. They don't want you to move forward. They try to disguise it as, oh, I'm just concerned, or, oh, I'm just worried how you're going to do this and do that. The same way I've been doing it with the help of my spirit team and the Most High at the end of the day. You're going to have people that's going to come to you and try to change your mind on the decisions that you're making. It's a no. So you going into the promised land. And these people are staying in the wilderness. If I can put it that way. You're going over into the promised land where the milk and the honey is. That's that North Node energy. Where things are taken care of, collective. You ain't got to worry. That South Node, you got to rob Peter to pay Paul. You understand? You got to kill, steal, and destroy. You got to manipulate. In the North Node, you don't have to do that. We going towards the milk and honey. So you can be hostile. You can do what you want to do. But the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Giants do fall. I forgot to tell y'all when I went to the concert, bruh. This guy, he was 7'3". I had to look up. I was like, I'm just curious. How tall are you? He was like 7'3". I was like, oh my God. He was so tall. Like, it was crazy. And he was just like, had dimples. He was a Caucasian guy. He had that curly hair. And his girlfriend, she looked like a wife or whoever. She looked like she about 5 feet. I was cracking up. But at the end of the day, collective, giants do fall. All of this, people picking on you, trying to bully people that's connected to you, that's a wrap. You said giants existed. That is tall. I was like, wow, that's a tall drink of water. But we got David and Goliath here. David said to the Philistines, you come against me with swords and spears and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, who you have defiled here. David was able to defeat, okay? Thank you, love. David was able to defeat this giant with a rock and a slingshot, bruh. You hear me? A rock and a slingshot. This giant had his sword. He had his whole armor on. David ain't even really had no armor on, but he already knew that God was going to deliver. He hit the giant, to me, I want to say, in his third eye. He hit him smack in the middle of his head, and he fell down. And that was a wrap. So whatever giants, collective, that you are facing in your life, it's time to overcome them and face them. I feel like that's the vibe this morning. Whatever you need to face it. Ten of Cups energy. Queen of Pentacles energy. You got people want to be hostile with you because they want you to have a tower moment, but you already built on a solid foundation. I keep telling y'all, rock bottom is a firm foundation. You already built on the firm foundation, collective. You coasting now. You're not trying to be arrogant. You feel me? The Tower of Babel, if you ever read about the tower, they wanted to build it all the way up to God, okay? And God said, hey, and he destroyed it. And that's kind of like, I want to say how we got all the different languages. Don't quote me on it, okay? I want to say that's how all the different languages came about around the world here. God had to confuse the enemy. So you had people, collective, that wanted to build towers in your life here where they were going to have the say so of what goes up and what comes down in your life here. These energies here, yeah, you the Empress here. You could have had a karmic mother figure that tried to come into your life here. This could be a child's grandmother. Take the energy, how it resonates. That was just so concerned, but really they the devil and you know it. That tried to come towards you with some BS here. Come on now. Trying to come, oh, I'm just a concerned granny. Well, stay concerned in your lane, granny. Okay? At the end of the day, whoever you are, Divine Collective, you're the Queen of Pentacles here. You're the Ten of Cups here. You got a beautiful family. This granny thought that you wasn't going, respectfully, granny, but you're not going to control and run my life or tell me how to control my children at the age of 22, 23 years old here. Come on now. Karmic energy. So this karmic mother came in towards you, Queen of Pentacles, with this devil energy, thinking that she was about to stop something or control something. Whoever you are, you got God promised to Abraham, okay? Whatever God promised Abraham, we are the daughters of Abraham at the end of the day. So guess what? We get the blessings of Abraham. You understand? We get the blessings of Abraham. God told Abraham to leave his family. He did it and was blessed ever since. We still talking about Abraham years and years later. There's new beginnings that's coming in, collective. This is why you got people that's trying to be hostile with you and stop you and block you. Yeah, but it's a no-go this time around. It's a no-go this time around. We are under the covenant of God and the others are under the covenant of the devil. Big facts, love. Is it Abraham, Jacob, and Esau bloodline? Yep. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Absolutely. These are my ancestors. These are my ancestors. I resonate with this energy. I don't resonate with the other energy. I don't resonate with the other energy. I resonate with this energy. You understand? You got people upset because you're on your ass here, collective. You coming in, riding on your ass. You're on this donkey. And they don't like it. And you got the sun behind you. You're blessed. You're highly favored here. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. That's the word. That's what I resonate with. I done seen it happen multiple times. The weapon may form, but it will never prosper. Whatever these karmic energies are trying to do to you guys, it's not going to work. Period. So moving forward here, we got the Ace of Feathers here. Saul conversion. He fell to the ground and heard a voice say to him, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? You got people that want to persecute God's people. They're going to have their experience. At the end of the day, everybody's not going to drink of this cup. They're not going to drink of this cup of water. Understand? They're not going to drink of this cup. They're not going to taste and see that the Most High is good. A lot of people would never experience that. But what sets us apart, collective, is that we get to experience that love. And you got to protect it. You got to protect it. Tell me about all tied up here. Yeah, look, you ain't all tied up. You the peacemaker. You the peacemaker, collective. You're not all tied up out here. You telling this individual like, hey, you don't want no problems, no problems. Like, listen, take that somewhere else at the end of the day. You're not nobody's trash can. You understand? Gossip is a form of witchcraft. Manipulation is a form of witchcraft. It is what it is here. Exactly. We got the Two of Candles, Elijah. Listen, okay? On Mount Carmel here. This is one of my favorite scriptures as well. I love it. Elijah went before the people and said, how long will you wave between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him. There's a separation going on. Whoever you believe in it. We're not begging you to believe in what we believe in, love, at the end of the day. But people want to make it a competition. They want to force their belief systems on us. And it's like, no, I reject that. That's not my energy. I don't resonate with that. Moving on here. I want to read it, okay? I got to go. I'll holler at y'all. But this is what I love to do. I love God's word, bruh. I love this. I'm so glad that card came out. Confirmation at the end of the day. We got 1 Kings 18 and 21. Where is it at? 1 Kings. You got it. 1 Kings in the Old Testament. That's at 18 and 21. Yeah, I already got it high. Okay, here we go. All right, I love this one here. So we got Elijah on Mount Carmel. I have not made trouble for Israel, Elijah replied, but you and your father's family have. You have abandoned the Lord's commands and have followed the Baals. Now summons the people from all over Israel to meet me on Mount Carmel, and bring the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of Asherah, who eats at Jezebel's table. Okay. It says, so Ahab sent word throughout all Israel and assembled to the prophets on Mount Carmel. Elijah went before the people and said, how long will you waver between two opinions? How long are you going to go back and forth that God is real and he, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, how long are you going to waver with those two opinions, bruh? If the Lord is God, follow him. You know what I'm saying? If you believe God is God, follow him. But if you feel like Baal is God, follow Baal. Like, what are you doing? You can't straddle the fence out here, collective. But the people said nothing. Okay. Then Elijah said to them, I am the only one of the Lord's prophets left, but Baal has 450 prophets. Choose one for themselves and let them cut it into pieces and put it on the wood, but not set fire to it. So now they about to do a sacrifice, okay? I will prepare the other bull and put it on the wood, but not set fire to it. Then you will call on your God, little g, and I will call on the name of the Lord. The God who answers by fire, he is God, okay? Then all the people said, what you say is good. They like, bet, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? It's a competition. Elijah said to the prophet of Baal, choose one of the bulls and prepare it first. Since there are so many of you, call on the name of your God, but do not light the fire. So they took the bull given them and prepared it. Now he's telling them again, do what you need to do. Go prepare. Go do you. Then they called on the name of Baal from morning till noon. Put a tab in it. These energies, they called on the name of Baal from morning till noon. Baal, answer us, they shouted. But there was no response. No one answered, and they danced around the altar they had made. All right. At noon, Elijah began to taunt them, shouting louder. He said, surely he is a God. Perhaps he is deep in thought or busy or traveling. So now he's making fun of them. Okay. The prophet is making fun of these people. You hear what I'm saying here? So they were being petty even back in the day, collective. It was silent competition going on back in the day. This is not nothing new that's happening to us on today. You understand? Maybe he is sleeping and must be awakened. So they shouted louder and slashed themselves with swords and spears, as was their custom, until their blood flowed. Now they're cutting themselves here. Now they're doing blood sacrifices here. You hear me? And that's not working. Midday passed, and they continued their frantic prophesying until the time for the evening sacrifice. But there was no response, no one answered, and no one paid attention. These karmics are realizing that nobody's paying them any attention because they keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's called insanity. To keep doing the same thing and thinking that you're going to get a different result. Somebody's not okay. Then Elijah said to all the people, come here to me. They came to him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord, which had been torn down. Elijah took 12 stones, one for each of the tribes, descendants from Jacob, to whom the word of the Lord had come, saying, your name shall be Israel. With the stone, he built an altar in the name of the Lord and he dug a trench around it large enough to hold the 2 seals of seed. Wow. So now Elijah is preparing the offering. Moving on down here. He arranged the wood, cut the bull into pieces, and laid it on the wood. Then he said to them, fill 4 large jars with water and pour it on the offering and on the board. Do it again, he said, and they did it again. So he's telling them what to do to help him prepare for this, whatever he's doing, okay? Do it a 3rd time, he ordered, and they did it a 3rd time. The water ran down around the altar and even filled the trenches. At the time of sacrifice, the prophet Elijah stepped forward and prayed, Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, or Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel and that I am for your servant and have done all these things at your command. A lot of you guys have done everything that you're supposed to be doing out here. It's like you're doing what you can do as far as like what you can control. And the things that you honestly can't control, you're realizing it's no point to worry about it. You can't do nothing about it. So why keep worrying about it? Just give it to the Most High and move on with your life. And I feel like that's what a lot of you guys are definitely doing. And this is why the blessings are coming in the way they're coming in. So he's doing the sacrifice here, collective. It says, hold on, I done missed my spot here. Hold on, let me see. Da-da-da-da. All right. So now the prophet is praying to the Most High. God, that you are turning their heart. Okay. Then the fire of the Lord fell and burnt up the sacrifice in the wood and the stone and the soil, and also licked up the water in the trenches. Thank you for the perfume, love. So with saying all of that, they called on their God, Baal. They even cut themselves with cutting and nothing happened. Okay. Baal never showed up, collective. The prophet Elijah called on Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. The father of all mankind. And God showed up and he showed out. Everybody know that when you put water on wood, it's not going to really burn at the end of the day. Okay. God came up and showed out. God is showing out in your life, collective. The Most High is showing out in your life. The same thing that people did not want you to have or obtain or be able to see about yourself, you now do. You're now taking back control of your own life, and these karmic energies are upset that the moon magic is not working anymore. I hope this is making sense here. Wow. So after Elijah proved his point, which he didn't have to, but that's what I'm saying. God will put us in predicaments where he shows up through us. Does that make sense here? Because we are pretty much that example to people that God is real. So when people think they know your life or they know your past or they remember you being in a certain type of way, and it's like they come in to try you, but you done went through your transformation, you done did the work. It also lets you know where you're at in life, if that makes any sense here. Or am I really... Hold on. Am I really growing or not? Okay. You realize that you're growing now, collective. And you see your growth within yourself here. Wow. Moving forward here. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you have not shared the live, make sure you share the live here. I believe I got some live goals up here. If you guys are able to help me tackle those, big baby. Grab your daily heart meets here, okay? I hope this message is resonating with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion here, collective. So now you headed to the door of personal healing and happiness here. Excuse me. I'm just curious as to what's going to come out with this deck for that. Thank you for the roses here. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for reposting the live here. Thank you for the FYP. Yeah, popular. Look at this. Somebody wanted to steal your birthright, correct, collective. Come on now. It's a no. We got Moses out here, the magician. You're the magician of your own life here. God is performing a miracle in your life here, and people can't believe it. You understand? Moses was able to use his magic to separate the sea so that the people can walk through to get away from Pharaoh that was trying to keep them in bondage, okay? The enemy wants to keep you enslaved. He wants to keep you in bondage here, okay? And the only way he can do that is to get into your head, to get into your mind. You understand? But if you're protecting your downloads, your crown chakra, and you're staying away from people that want to cause a lot of drama, thank you for the star, love. Honey, you're going to be fine out here. I don't think you guys really understand that you are chosen. Like, we don't just say you're chosen to say, oh, you're chosen. No, you really are. Can't you tell you're different from everybody else? Can't you tell you different from a lot of other people out here? Before, you used to feel bad about it, or you felt, some type of way because you was different and you unique. So it's like, now God is bringing us into union with people that are just as weird as us. You get what I'm saying? But we on a spiritual level. You feel me? It's like, yes, I got magic too. I'm magical too. Yeah, It makes me think about, the X-Men movie where like the kids were like all away on like a ship. I think they were on a ship or something, but they all had different powers. It's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all got certain gifts here. Some of us got all the gifts. We work with all of them, and some of us don't. But that don't make your gift less effective because you got the gift that you have. Does that make any sense here? You're needed, collective. Yes. Yes, galactic goddess. Absolutely. Like, we really that Phoenix rising out of the ashes here. It's like when people thought they were burying us, really, they were planting a seed. And now spring is coming. We sprouting now. What is it? One plant, one water, and God gives the increase. The increase is here. So somebody wanted to come in and steal your birthright. Okay? This is Jacob the deceiver. But you're Moses here. Okay? You've been in situations in your life here, collective, where you didn't know how you were going to get out of it. You had to go through certain things, but you had to learn the lessons. You know what I'm saying? You're not out here holding grudges against anybody. You're not bitter about nothing. You're kind of to this point where it's like you went through the grieving process. You're finally at the accepting, okay? The last step is accepting. You done accepted what the fuck done happened to you. You don't care. You're not holding you're not holding no grudges. And people want you to hold a grudge. They want you to feel some type of way, and you don't. That's projection. Because really, they wanted you to be like this. They wanted to crucify you upside down. But look, the chariot's here. God said, not this one, not that one. The chariot is here. You're moving forward now. These people that was able to hold you back from the past, they can no longer hold you back. This is some real beautiful energy. Period. You moving and grooving away from this feminine energy. This karmic mother figure. It's a no. It's a wrap. She's not controlling nothing anymore in your life. The cords are now being cut, and it took a long time. Like I said in the beginning, some of y'all been dealing with stuff for 20 years, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? 10 years. No, the cycle is closing out. There's no more strings attached. That situation is now closing out. If you want to know what situation I'm talking about, if you didn't wake up to no situation today, then this ain't your general message, okay? But whoever woke up to some BS this morning, some type of situationship thing here, I feel like that's what I'm talking about. That cycle is now closing out. It's the inevitable. It's nothing that these people can do. Wow. You said, oh my God, 30 years. That's a long time, love. That is a long time. That cycle got to close. We got to go. We got to go. We got to move forward to see what else is out there. I don't know if y'all be seeing it on y'all timeline. It be so many different beautiful places in the world to go visit. Like places you never even heard of. Places you got to take a plane just to get over there. You know what I'm saying? You can't just drive over there. Like, yeah, we need to be going to those type of islands. But moving forward here. Anything else we need to know, Divine Spirit? Yeah, you guys are getting justice. You know, you got a beautiful offer that's coming in. Yep. Look, you moving on and look at the snake trying to follow you. This is your justice. Yep. It's time for you guys to have your wish fulfillments now, babe. Yep. Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, somebody got caught with this devil energy trying to play with you. Yeah, they wanted you left out in the cold, but this karmic mother figure is being left out in the cold. This magic, look at all these cards. The magic is backfiring. She got caught. 7 of Swords in reverse. This karmic mother, this older mother figure, yeah, being the devil. You understand? She got caught being the devil here. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. She don't want to be left out in the cold here. But she is. She's a karmic. She's not a divine feminine, a divine mother, or none of that. She's a karmic feminine energy, an older woman. And yes, she don't want the tower to fall, but it's falling. There's no more manipulation that this mother figure can do to you. Period. You're on to the next. Whatever she's trying to bring to you, you're rejecting it. You don't want to offer. You already stable. And with the 2 of Wands, you already made a decision to move on and take a leap of faith here. Yeah, this is your new beginning, collective. You manifested this here. Wow. Thank you, loves. Yeah, you're not in your head. About what? You don't need to be in your head. You didn't do anything. Exactly. Somebody, King of Wands energy here. What's the King of Wands? This could be about your vision, you taking action, going after what you want. Yeah, your passions. They go that fire. You just read it, remember? They go to fire. You guys are focusing on your passions now. You're not focusing on this BS that people want y'all to be focused on. You call judgment on this. You let something go. You surrendered something here. And somebody want to still hold on, but no. It's over. Yeah, 3 of Swords. It's over. You moving away from all of this heartbreak. You did a lot of work here. And yes, 2 of Swords with the 6 of Cups. These people can't go with you. These are people that showed you who they truly were. It's like these are people that was kicking you while you was down. And now that you up, they want to come up there with you. It's a no. Exactly. They're stuck. I mean, all of these people from the past. This is ex-mother-in-laws, ex-grannies. I mean, just people from the past, collective. These people are stuck. This Mercury retrograde for them is for them to go within and see what's going on with themselves here. You guys are having an elevation here. Things that were pushed back or delayed for you as far as blessings are now coming come forward here. They can no longer hold back our blessings here, collective. Yeah, they're coming quickly. Yep, Three of Pentacles here. You guys are collaborating with new energies now because you closing out these old cycles. What they thought this was. Yeah, the Knight of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. These energies can no longer slow you guys down. Okay? They can no longer slow you down, bruh. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. And the Nine of Cups is like, you know, following your heart. The Four of Cups is like, you're good. You're not, yeah, you're over it. Some situations you're just over, you know what I'm saying? In your life, you're over it. You're setting boundaries, collective. Yeah, you're setting boundaries and you're ending things. Something is over. And that's the truth. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. So let them fight with themselves here. Five of Wands here. Look, the wheel is turning. They can't stop the Wheel of Fortune from turning in your favor. Yeah. Queen of Wands. Chariot. You're moving forward. Yeah, look at that. Okay? They want to try to change something, but they can't. The seeds that you have planted brought about balance in your life here. Yeah, and you turning your back to the BS and your ships are now coming in. Some of you guys could be building a family business. I don't know. Maybe you're working on a family business. Yeah, with the High Priestess here. So if you're working or you're an entrepreneur, you know, and you got children and they're like of age, instead of going outside of your family, maybe you're keeping it in the family here. That's what you're being guided to do. Come on now. That ain't gonna resonate with everybody. Yeah, with the Page of Wands here. Yep, the Three of Cups. Okay, family celebrations here. Family business. Yeah, the Nine of Wands here. Yeah, some of you got, yeah, exactly, family. I'm telling you, this is divine love here. This is divine love here. Nine of Wands, warrior. Okay, wounded warrior. That could be in your birth chart. I don't know what's in your Chiron. You might want to look that up. Okay, Chiron talks about healing. Okay, find out what sign is in there. Okay, a lot of you guys also need to look at your birth chart here. Okay, it's not going to give you everything you need to know, but it's going to give you somewhere to start. So figure out what your birth chart is talking about. Okay, so you can understand yourself more. All right. We're not saying worship the astrology, but we are saying get the knowledge while you can, while it's available. Okay. Yeah. Ace of Cups. It's a new beginning here. Creative opportunities here. There's a father figure that's pissed off about a child because they are a starseed. This father figure was in competition with their own child, bro. Because they're a starseed. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. So for some of y'all, this could be y'all ex. This could be like an ex-baby daddy here, okay? You may have an older child. I was talking to this one lady and she was telling me about, she had like 3 boys. And she was saying like, her kid's father, like she was trying to teach her kids, you know, to be more responsible, things of that nature. But the father, I don't know if y'all remember that time when they were giving out that unemployment and it was like people were getting checks every month for unemployment. Well, her baby daddy was one of the crews that was a part of that. And it was like, he was trying to confuse the kids with all this money and trying to make it seem like he had it going on. And it's like, she told him like, hey, just leave us alone. We'll figure it out. He didn't have no money to help take care of them, but he had money to take them out on lavish trips and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, that's nice. But after the trips is over, then what? You get what I'm saying? So she was saying like, it was 16 years later and he just showed up at her house, like with the police trying to take her kids from her. I was like, are you serious? She was like, yes. She said she was at work and her mom was watching them and was calling her at work like, yeah, so-and-so is he. Like, that is crazy work, y'all. Make sure you protecting your children. If they are a part of you, the same way you're going through spiritual warfare, they're going through spiritual warfare. So this family, this karmic family, so you could have a karmic baby daddy here, okay? Take what resonate. And y'all could have birthed a starseed child here. Maybe this masculine wasn't a karmic. Maybe they were a divine masculine. But because they did not work on their divinity, they became a karmic masculine. They didn't elevate. So you ascended and they did not ascend. And maybe you guys have a child together. And this child could be, I don't know, a starseed. And now they're going through their battles. You get what I'm saying here? It's something like that going on, but there is going to be forward movement here. There is going to be boundaries set. And yeah, the Nine of Pentacles energy to the high. I'm telling you. So this karmic family can't stop you anymore, or anybody that's attached to you. Wow. Yeah, the Temperance is here. Archangel Michael is here for sure. And we got the Six of Pentacles. The universe is taking care of you. And somebody feels defeated about this. Yeah, about your stability. Believe it or not, collective, your stability is causing a lot of havoc. A lot of people are sad because you're stable out here. They wanted you to be broke, busted, and disgusted here. Gang banging out here. Yeah, so that they can have something to talk about. But that's not your path, okay? That's not your lifestyle. And even if you was on that path, you changed it. You pivoted, okay? You're moving on now. And you're getting justice in your life. And all the hell that people put you through, that you had to suffer in silence about, you're now getting justice for it. The scales are now balancing out. If you had a karmic mother figure trying to take your child from you, or try to make you feel like you a bad parent and this and that and this, well, that shit is coming back around. Now this bitch is looking like a bad parent. No, bitch, you didn't raise your son right at the end of the day here. You want to try to compare my child with your child, and there's no motherfucking comparison here. You raised your child to be codependent, and I'm raising my child to be independent out here. It's a big difference. Stop coming for me. It's that type of energy, y'all. Stop coming for me. We healed out here. We moving on with our lives. Whatever hands of cards that we are dealt, we play that shit. We don't always get mother and father in the same home energy. Some of us are single mothers out here raising our children, doing the best that we can. Exactly. People just confused here, collective. Because whoever this baby daddy energy, they getting left out of the inheritance here. This baby daddy thought that they were going to be able to stay attached. And you know what I'm saying? So say like if your child is very artistic, okay? Maybe they write music. Maybe they can produce music. Maybe they're a singer. They're a drawer. They just got gifts out here. Well, this karmic masculine here wanted to stay attached to the lineage here. They felt like because you had a child with this person that they were going to be a part of the inheritance here, but they're realizing that they're going to be left out in the cold and they're not going to be a part of your legacy here, collective. I hope this is making sense here. You got people that's trying to stay attached to you because they want to be a part of your legacy here, but they're not a part of it. It's on its own with your family. This is separate. Yeah, this is y'all ex for some of y'all. I feel like this is somebody that knew they were supposed to be your masculine here. They knew that you were their wife and they were your husband. You know what I'm saying? This could have been a twin flame for some of y'all. Take what resonate. But it's like they allowed their family to intervene here. You feel me? They allowed their family to intervene, and now they feel foolish here because they're watching you years later and they're seeing that you're going to be going into a healthy relationship here. Ten of Cups. You're going to get your happily ever after here, collective. This baby daddy, baby mama energy cannot stop you or block you anymore. Happiness is next in the deck. This is the happiest card in the deck here. They can no longer stop and block your happiness here. This baby daddy wanted to hold on to you through a child, and it's not happening. Wow. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Let me see what AI is summoning here. It says astrology reading on family dynamics and karmic relationships. Thank you for sharing the live here. He says shine bright like a diamond for sure. Exactly. Page of Cups. Yep, to the moon. Divine Collective, you've been intuitive ever since you were actually a child here. You had spiritual gifts since a child. We got the Queen of Cups, the moon, and the Page of Cups. That is a lot of intuition out here. You hear me? That's a lot of intuition out here. Whoever you are, you're very powerful here. And you see these wolves in sheep clothing here. You're exposing these people by you walking in your strength and by healing yourself. You healing yourself, going through your transformation is exposing these people. You're not doing anything to these people, just living your life. Living your life is exposing these people. Look, Magician. Wow. Thank you, love, for the heart puff. All right, too. Thank you, love. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Wheel of Fortune is here, collective. You the Nine of Pentacles, Hierophant energy, and you got protection. Hermit energy, you got protection. When you ghosted this family, this karmic family here, you got stronger. You became more independent. You got the will to turn in your favor. You're connected to source here. And these people, they know it. Yep. When you went into hermit mode, you now shining your own light. Now these family members, they in the Five of Cups here. And some of y'all children, they going to be very wealthy as well. They're very creative and talented. So this child is like the golden child. Does that make sense here? Exactly, because you the Empress. Okay, you the Empress. So anything attached to you, guess what? It's going to be abundant. And that's sickening that a grandmother energy will try to disconnect you from your own child. Tower. That's one thing that the enemy can't do. He can't destroy the bond between a mother and a child. It's so fun as I know the little shit been going on with T.I. and 50, which I don't like it because I'm like, shit, I like both of y'all. What y'all doing? But anywho, and they were talking about, you know, their son, is it King? And how he popped out popping his shit. And then you had the other one. Okay. And like that's a family. You feel me? That is a perfect example, bruh. Regardless of all the cheating and everything, honey, they are union. Yeah, they are a unit out here. And then I was watching another video about like Tiny and like, you know, when T.I. was fucking up, she got with Mayweather. Man, watch out. See, Tiny said, man, listen, I can find somebody with more money out here. Quit playing with me, T.I. I thought that was so funny. I was cracking up. I'm like, yeah, they always been sleeping on her, just picking on her. She mind her business and take care of business at the end of the day. But I guess I bet Tip ass ain't going nowhere. You're not gonna find too many women that's loyal, babe. That's gonna go and deal with the fuckery and still keep peace at the house and make sure shit is smooth. That's an empress. So how is a karmic mother going to come between a child and their mother? That is weird to me. And you a mother yourself. Yep. We got the 2 of Wands here, collective. Y'all out of here. Y'all out the way. Y'all getting out the way, collective. Yep. Whoever this is, they're all in their head. This masculine, this King of Pentacles energy, King of Swords energy, they're in a mental entrapment here. Because they already know. They can't hold this child back. This child could be a Leo. 3 of Cups. It's going to be a celebration here. Yep. And all of this betrayal and deception and all of this that was going on behind your back that this family kept doing is coming to an end. It's like they wanted, like, this family was so wicked, bro. It's like they wanted your child to off their self here, bro. It's like people don't understand, but people, they are trying to mess with you mentally so much where you end up taking your own self out at the end of the day so that they can make it seem like, oh, it was a natural disaster. Nah. It's all about this child here. Yep, they're walking away. 8 of Cups, 9 of Wands, wounded. Yep, Queen of Swords. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're making a judgment call here, collective, on these illusions here. Whatever this Emperor been juggling or lying about when it comes to you, the energy that they're saying that you're in is not matching. The energy is totally different. Yeah, so the burdens are going back to these people. And they're the ones that's going through the tower moment because they planted these bad seeds here, not you. Something is now being laid to rest so that you can get what you've been trying to manifest here. God is sending in the right people to get you on your path here. Yep. The Page of Wands here, and whatever this competition about your intuition, you being the high priestess, whatever this is, it's a wrap here. Okay? So this is the message, y'all. Okay? I do hope something was said to give you some type of clarity and truth. But this cycle is completely over. It had to resurface so that you can face your fears, speak your truth, and close out this cycle. It's nothing that this karmic family can do, but just let it go and walk away. That's going to be their best bet. Wow. Yes, divine timing for sure. And we glad about it because we've been waiting a long time for this to close out. All right, what do we need to know here, angels? All right, wow, we got good times coming in, collective. 2424. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure here. So you guys got good times coming in for you guys here. Moving forward here. Things are getting better here, okay? And then we got 9999. All right, lessons learned. You guys have learned this lesson already. Congratulations, you passed the test. Yep, starting from ground zero. You got limitless potential here. 0000. There's a reset that's going on here. Yep, keep it pushing, period. All right, we got 1011. We got take action. Now you guys know that it's time for you to take action. If you guys been procrastinating, it's like there's no more time for procrastination, okay? I know they say time is an illusion, but I mean, we got time for a reason, okay? It has a purpose, okay? All right? So whatever you've been being guided to take action on, it's time to take action. Yeah. We got 1818 willpower. It's time for you guys to use your willpower moving forward here, okay? And we got the big break. I'm telling you, endless cycles with feminine forces. Yeah, taking intuitive or initiative. And we got unique skills. So a lot of you guys are realizing that you have unique skills here, okay? You said 1, 2, 3, 4. My car clock. Wow. It's crazy. We're going up the ladder, y'all. Yeah, we got adjustments here. Preservant. So you guys are being preserved. 777. We also have spiritual awakening here. And then we have good fortune coming in for you guys. Yeah, the deck is closed off. Okay. So good fortune is coming in for you guys here. Like, don't give up. All right, collective. Now is not the time to be giving up. You're real close, okay? To whatever it is that you're manifesting here. You gardening. You guys are real close. Yes, 8 of Pentacles. Keep working. Some of you guys are getting more information here. Maybe even going back to school or learning a class or reading a book, or you just focused on details here. Yeah, with the Page of Waters here, it's something about you guys being very intuitive, opening up your heart here, okay? You could be very sensitive at this time. And we have the Lovers here. So you guys are making choices here, choosing yourself for the first time. For some, yeah, we got this King of Swords that's watching you be a star, okay? They're watching you be an inspiration to others. They're watching you be fulfilled. They're watching you have faith, and they're watching you guys move forward. I mean, there's nothing these people can do anymore, you know? It's out of our control now. It's in the universe hands, okay? That's the good thing about surrendering. You ain't got to worry about it, okay? You ain't got to worry about it, but speak your truth. So we're going to close this thing out here. I hope something was said to give you some type of clarity and truth here. I appreciate all you guys for being here. Let's see here. Wait, hold on. Before we get out, let's see where we at here, okay? Okay. Well, thank you for the new followers here. All right. Let's see how many. Did we get some gifts here? Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, no. We got to keep going. We got to keep going here. Hold on. Let's see what we got on our live goes here. You're welcome, love. Did we already finish that one? Oh, we just got one more here. Okay. I don't know who can help me get that live go here. I don't know who's in here that can. Welcome, Miss Linda. Thank you. Who can help me get this go here? It's at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if y'all see it or not. Can y'all help me get that gold, big baby? Oh, I appreciate the ones that have tapped. Oh, we got a swan. Thank you, love. Who sent that? Thank you, Miss Linda. Yeah, look at this. I can be the bigger person, but where's the fun in that? It says, I am too powerful to be humbled today. Come on now. Somebody try to humble y'all. Y'all too powerful out here. Thank you, love. All right, we got, what's this? I will rise and grind, or at least, stumble and try. So you guys are rising and shining and grinding today, big baby. Even if you got to stumble, okay? Welcome. Thank you, Dion, for the roses here, love. All right, so yeah, look at this. I walk into every room like I own the place, even if I'm lost. People don't like that you just adapt, collective. You just adapt, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know how you do it. You just do it. It comes natural for you. I attract success and also weirdly specific inconveniences here. Exactly. Somebody's always trying to inconvenience something for you. It's weird, okay? It's like people want to make your life harder, like it ain't already hard enough. I radiate confidence, chaos, and just a hint of menace, okay? They always want to test your gangster. We got 144, okay? What's going on here? Yeah, I would not lose my mind today. Well, not before lunch at least. Somebody wanted you to lose your mind today, collective. They wanted to come in and steal your joy. I protect my energy like a dragon hoards gold, okay? You got to protect your peace here, collective. All right, we also have here, I am the definition of winging it with style. I would not romanticize red flags just because they match my aesthetics. I refuse to be dragged into drama unless I can cast all the main villains. That is too funny. I got to read that again. It says, I refuse to be dragged into drama unless I am cast as the main villain. People want y'all to be the villain in their life here, collective, so bad. They want you to be the villain in their life so bad. You like, cool, I'll be the villain. It's all good. I'll be the villain. You know what I'm saying? Long as I can be, thank you, love. Long as I can be the main character. It says, I am not obligated to deal with the nonsense today or ever. We're not obligated to deal with people's nonsense. Okay? Thank you, love. We're not obligated to deal with people's nonsense. It says I choose peace, but if necessary, I also choose pettiness. You can be petty at the same time. Come on now. Return to sender. You already know. I will outlive all of my enemies. We're going to outlive our enemies, collective. That's why God is preserving us. That's why you look like you aging backwards. That's why you're being urged to change your eating habits and to work out and exercise and take care of yourself. I am grateful for what I have, but also open to receive more. You guys are now finally in the energy of opening up to receive more. You're realizing that everybody's not the same. Everybody is not out to get you. You really got people that rock with you. You know what I'm saying? I am the main character and everyone else is just supporting cast. This is your life journey, collective. This is your story. Can't nobody come in and try to rewrite the story of your life here. All right? When people write memoirs, isn't that about their life? Exactly. I make things happen sometimes on purpose. I embrace my flaws because perfection is boring and I am not. I can do hard things, but I will complain the entire time. It's like we don't like to do the hard things. Being a single parent is not easy. It's hard. But I always say it's not how heavy the load is, it's how you carry it. I can do hard things, but I will complain the entire time. I cannot be tamed, only mildly redirected. So you guys are being redirected at this time here because you got people that want to try to tame you like you're some type of animal. You're not an animal. You got people that want to try to tame you. Exactly. I am patient, but let's not test it. It's like you patient, but don't test me. I do have a shadow side. I choose to operate. Thank you, Linda. I choose to operate out of my, out of my light side. But don't get it twisted. If I need to get into them trenches, I will. I am a force of nature and mild destruction is part of the process. You got people always trying to humble you. Who they think they are. Whoever God created me to be. What's wrong with that? Who they think they are. Who God created me to be. Like, what you mean? I am not for everyone. And that is a them problem, period. We're not for everybody. We don't expect everybody in the whole wide world to love us. That would be weird. I am capable of making good decisions and amazing at making bad ones. We never said we were perfect. We make bad decisions too. You know what I'm saying? But we are the type where we take responsibility for what we do. We don't go around blaming other people for why our life is not the way that we want it to be. Does that make sense here? I am dangerously close to having my life together any second now. You're closer than ever. Exactly. It says, I exclude charm even when I'm rolling my eyes internally. I find joy in the way music makes even the worst days feel cinematic. I can do this, and if I can't, I'll find a loophole. Exactly. People don't like that you guys are able to solve problems here, okay? They don't like that you're a problem solver, all right? That's what it seemed like it's boiling down to as well. All right, so that's what I got for you guys here. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for all the gifts and the likes and the comments and all that jazz. All right. See you guys in the next one. Ashe.